Hello and welcome back to Blue Fig Longevity. On this channel, I'm going to teach you many ways that you can improve your life. I'm going to teach you things that I've learned by taking care of patients for over 20 years and by having read research papers in medical journals. I'm going to teach you things that you can do, things that you can control, things that you can change today to help you optimize your life, to help you to live a longer life, and a longer life, not just the number of candles on your birthday cake, but a life of health span where you live without chronic diseases like high blood pressure, without diabetes, without high cholesterol. And you can live a life where you are vital and functional, where you can still interact with your friends, your family, and your neighbors. I'm Dr. Farrukh, and I've been taking care of patients for over 20 years. Over that time, I have taken care of many patients in their 80s, 90s, and beyond. And I've been impressed by the ones that can still come into the clinic to see me. They drive themselves. They don't have high blood pressure. They don't have diabetes. And I've learned from them what they do to prevent chronic diseases and to live a life of longevity. Today, I want to explain something I've learned from my patients that's very simple but yet powerful: the power of stretching. But before I go into stretching, let me thank viewer Adam. Adam recommended that I speak about this topic. So, stretching helps our bodies stay flexible, balanced, and strong, especially when we get older. And guess what? Science shows that stretching can help older adults avoid falls, stay less frail, and even live longer. Think about our bodies like a rubber band, and specifically our muscles and joints. If our rubber band is stiff, it can snap if we stretch it. But if it is normal and it is flexible, the more we stretch, the more it can work. We want our muscles and joints to be flexible. We want them to be resilient. We want them to be able to stretch under pressure, but still stay resilient. There have been many studies, large studies, where they've looked at thousands of patients that showed when adults stretch at least 5 days a week, it improves their flexibility, it helps their muscles and their joints work better, and it helps prevent falls. Falls is a common way that older patients end up going into the hospital because they broke a hip or they hurt their knee or they hurt their ankle. They end up needing some sort of procedure. They need their hip replaced, their knee replaced, or their ankle fixed, end up getting an infection, and they end up passing away because of the complications. Not that the operation went bad, but that being in the hospital under the stressful condition, they end up getting infections like pneumonias, and they end up passing away. It's important to make sure that we protect our joints. Now, we have seen that patients that do those stretches 5 or more times a week tend to live 20% longer, and they have a 20% less chance of dying early. Think about the patients that we take care of or the people that you see in your community that are involved in Tai Chi or yoga. They tend to be healthier. They tend to be more flexible. They tend to be more resilient in terms of having problems with falling and breaking their ankle, their knees, or their hips. They tend to eat better. They tend to have a healthier lifestyle. So when you're involved with stretching or yoga, you tend to become more involved with the community that is interested in taking care of themselves and living a life of longevity and living longer. Unfortunately, one of the natural bodily functions that happen as we age is our muscles get smaller and our muscles get more tired. So it's important to stretch to avoid some of the things that happen with natural aging. When the muscles shrink and the muscles get more tired, that's called sarcopenia. You can avoid sarcopenia by stretching and flexing your muscles and your joints on a regular basis. As we get older and our muscles shrink and they get weak, it becomes harder for us to do the things that we do daily, like walking, like taking our dog for a walk, like bending, like flexing, even things like bringing in the groceries from when we go shopping become harder to do. So important to make sure that you're stretching and using your joints to avoid problems down the line. The good news is no matter how flexible or not flexible you are today, and no matter how old or young you are today, you can make changes today that can help you become better at being more flexible, become better at getting blood flow to your joints so that they become more healthy. It's never too late. I recommend that you walk regularly, that you engage in flexibility and stretching exercises like Tai Chi and yoga. And there are many studies that have backed up the benefits of stretching and being flexible to help you with longevity. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you like this content, please subscribe to this channel. And most importantly, if you know anybody that would benefit from this information, perhaps your parents, an uncle, an aunt, an older neighbor that you know that might benefit from content that will help them with their longevity, please share this. I'm a board certified primary care doctor, and I love giving advice for free. While I'm not your personal physician, I do believe in educating and sharing knowledge so that everyone benefits.